Guys, welcome back for another episode of Free and Budget Campsites in Victoria. Before we start, for all you new viewers, my name is Peter and I'm travelling around Australia road testing campsites, road sites, you name it, wherever I can park my bus for a budget so I can help you guys out. Now, if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button. It's only a playlist, it's so you don't lose it. It's for free anyway. Look, we're around 23 kilometres out of Albury, around east-south-ish, and a place called Lake Hume. We're at Ludlows Reserve at the moment. It's a 24-hour free campsite. I wish it was a bit more because, seriously, this is a really nice campsite. I really like it in here. Mate, I can't wait to show you. It's a real gem around here. You got the lake, you got boat ramps, you got toilets, a little bit of a playground. You got Barbies, you got everything in here, but no showers, sad to say. But look, you got the lake there, have a wash in the lake. You probably smell after. Anyways, I'm not going to talk too much. Let's get in there and I'll show you a few little rules about the place and the campsites itself. And we'll also go to the closest dump site to me where I'm camping right now. And there is a few dump sites around here, but they cost a little bit of money. It's only a donation. So I'll show you the free dump site right close near to me. Right, let's get in there and have a look. Woo! When you get here, when you drive through, there is a sign behind me that has a few little tips, well, a few rules that you have to follow. Look, there's no glass in here at all because just in case people do tread on it, it is a kid-friendly area, so they're going to be running around everywhere and they're swimming in the lake. Look, you can ski, there's boat ramps, 20 k's an hour, not 100. No motorbikes permitted riding around this whole place, and no tents. Sorry about that. And it says no campfires, but I have seen campfires around here. So look, I don't know, you might be able to get away with it. Don't know. But it says no campfires, so just be careful if the ranger does come out here and get you for campfires. They've got electrical barbecues here. They're free, there are two of them, and I'm pretty impressed with them. They're clean. Look, as you can see behind me, there is undercover picnic areas that you can actually sit on, and they've got little picnic tables all throughout the park, which is undercover, which is a bonus, and they're lit up too at night time. So at night times, if you want to do a meal, come over here and cook your barbecue. But please, when you leave the barbecue, clean it or leave it as you found it. If it is dirty, you know, you can clean them. No worries, let's get that. Safety tip 101. Now, when you do get here, have a look at some of these boards. They do have a couple of rules you have to follow out in the lake. So just refresh yourself when you do get to new places like that. Have a look at the boards so you know what's going on when you get out in the waters. No worries. Boat ramps right here. Let's go and have a look. Right, boat ramp number one. The boat ramp here is a fantastic boat ramp. It's got concrete all the way out there, so you're never going to get bogged. And look, seriously, look, it's not a really deep one, so you'll have to drive your vehicle out a fair bit to get your boat out. I wouldn't say too much, probably around 5 metres, you'll be right. We'll see how it goes anyway. If you get bogged, leave the comments down below. I'm sorry, but it's a great boat ramp. Just remember, this is a day use area also. You've got a day use area where you can sit along the bank, some nice chairs and a few other little things that you can sit on, and fish. Look, the fish is pretty good out here. Now, there's quite a few fish in here. There's actually 6 species of fish in there. Now, just a bit of a heads up, while I was filming today, the ranger did come around today. He did a loop, so he's pretty onto it all. Even the fisheries come down here to check your catch. Just a bit of a heads up on that one. Guys, it's come to the crappy part of the show again. Look, the dump point. This is the closest dump point and it's free. Look, it's a great little dump site. There's no dirt around, so you're going to get no muddy feet, everything else. It's got fresh water here. It's got a bin, and it's also got a little bit of a cassette dump here. Look, I don't know if it is or not, but it looks like a cassette dump. You've also got non-potable water, and you've got potable water here, guys. Now, there's plenty of room to park up. You need to head to Albury train station. That's where the dump site is. It's right near the train station itself. The good thing about it, it's free. The other dump sites around here, they charge $1, guys, or a donation. So this is the free one near campsite now, so do yourself a favour, pop around and dump your crap here. Righto, just around the corner from the actual campsite itself is this great little display. It's called Bonegilla migrant experience. It's only around 5 or 6 kilometres away from the actual campsite. Look, it is a great little thing. It brings you back into yesteryears about how the migrants actually grew up in this town from the 50s to the 70s. Like, look, it was hard back in those days. We did have a recession, so it did get pretty hard down there. Now, this place is open Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays, and they're closed on Tuesdays and Friday. They open at 10 a.m. and close at 4. Now, look, the prices are pretty cheap. They're $5 per adult and concession, and it goes down from there. It's pretty cheap experience. Now, you get here, come and see the beautiful ladies inside the office. There's a few little items you can actually buy. She gives you a little bit of a form and everything, which maps out the whole place that you can actually go and visit. Now, look, if you want to get in contact with them, all the information's on screen right now. So have a look, go to their website, email them if you have to, and organise some group bookings to come here. It's not too bad, actually. All right, let's get in there and I'll show you a little bit what they've got to offer. Let's go. So when you go through the door and you pay your money through the actual office itself, you get your little tag. You feel really special, don't you? It points you off to this rusty wall. Goes in there, there's a bit of a video that plays through, a bit more information about the yesteryears, and then you just keep following it. Righto, let's get in there and I'll show you some of these old places where they used to live. Just some quick information about this actual migrant camp. It started to operate between 1947 and 1971, and they had over 300,000 migrants come from overseas. Now look, the bad thing about it, some of the countries, they can't go back to where they were. So like Germany, Estonia, Latvia, back in those days and everything else, they didn't have a country to go to. So we opened up our arms and invited them in. Aren't we cool? Look, when you get here, come up to metal walls. It's got a whole lot of migrants' names and stuff on it. And if you knew about your parents used to come here, come have a look and have a look at their last name. You never know. Wow, this place is bringing back memories. The piano accordion, remember that song? What's the matter, you ain't got no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. I'll shut up your face. Now, when you come into a hall like this, it is a large, great big hall, and they've got fireplaces here. They've got the ping pong tables. Look, I don't know if they had ping pong tables in those days. If anyone knows if they did have ping pong tables back in the 40s, let us know down the comments down below, because I'll be interested to find out when the actual ping pong table actually came about here. Now, if you look down in one of these cabinets down here, how's this? The old Connies back in 1956 for the Converses, eh? They don't have Converse written on them, so they probably, more than likely, Converse has probably taken them off something else. But they still used to have them in those days. And these tables, now I don't know about you, remember these tables, the old wooden tables? I had one of those when I first started school. That's how old I am. I'm ancient. I might as well do this while I'm here. Okay, it's the amenities time. Oh, well, these guys used to do it rough in the olden days. Now look, it is 40, 50-year-old stuff, but it is what it is. It's got toilets, it's got wash basins. That's about it, not much more. Out of 5, 2. This is one of the accommodation quarters. It is the women's accommodation quarters. They used to have the old beds that used to be off the ground a fair bit. They used to have their little wee pots, I think that's what they are. I think they are. Righto, these are the beds they used to have. Look, it looks like it was just a bit of corrugated fence and done. Wow, there is. This must be where they used to keep the babies and stuff and everything else, all the newborn mothers and stuff. What a spin out, man. And it's hot in this hot box. The camp kitchen. Anyway, back in the old days, this is where they used to cook and clean and do all the other prepared for their food. Right, let's get in there and have a bit of a goose. What do you do with the chef's hat? You put it on and you sit there and go, birthday, 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 birthday. On birthday, I don't know what's going on for me today, but I'm full of music, Reed. riding along on my push bike, honey. Okie dokie clampers, that was the Migrant Centre of Bonegilla. Look, do yourself a favour, it's only a couple of k's away from the campsite that I'm staying in at the moment. It's a great little visit. You'll really, it opened my eyes up heaps. Look, I actually knew what my old man went through. Look, if you're ever in the area, even if you're not camping around here, come along and have a look actually what they went through in the olden days. Man, seriously, mate, people will be screaming if they had to do the exact same thing now. In the olden days it was hard. Life's a lot easier, isn't it now? No worries, let's get back to the campsite and have a, well, I'm going back for a drink anyway because I'm thirsty. All right, let's get back there. See you then.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed. The number you have dialed.
Right, phone reception. Look, the phone reception is pretty good out here. I'm actually getting 4G and 3 bars. Now, I'm about to do a speed test to see if it works out here. Now, the speed test, the download speed is 20 megabits per second, and the upload speed's really good here, 31.3. Look, if you're going to upload Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, this is the place to do it. About downloads, nah. You can still stream, you can still check emails, you can do everything you want. It's enough to do it. Oh, here he goes again. Here's Uncle Poochie, our furry friend, guys. Now, just letting you know, this place is dog friendly. As you can hear in the background, the dogs are barking, and it's an off-leash park. If the dogs are around here, you can let them off. No worries, let's keep going with the park. The toilet facilities, or the amenities that we might want to call them. Now, they are just a basic standard council toilet, tin shed, stainless steel toilet, toilet paper, that's about it. Now, they do have a wheelchair access toilet here as well, but the majority of them are unisex. They don't have any showers. That's one thing they should have put here because of the lake, but they didn't. Look, when I say to come to these places, like, especially it's so popular, bring your own poo paper just in case there's none there. But out of 5, I'll give them a 3.5. Righto, let's have a look at these campsites. Campsites. How cool is this? This campsite must be the closest one you can actually get to the water. And looking at it here, it's pretty level. You might have to chock your van up a little bit when you get close to the water's edge, because it does, you know, here we go, bit of a wave. It does get a bit wavy around that area. So look, you need to get to these campsites first thing in the morning to get sites like this right near the water. Now look, I'm going to show you the campsite I'm on very shortly and a few other campsites around the parks. All right, let's get to it and have a look at them. Rightio, my campsite. I thought I'd show you it. There it is. As you can tell with my wheels, I had to chock mine up a little bit, probably around 50 mil. That's about all it is. Most of the campsites around here are level. I didn't park down near the riverbed because my vehicle is too big to actually get anywhere close to down to there. And there's too many people in here at the moment to squeeze in. You know what it's like. Anyway, look, I parked there. There's solar here. There's shaded areas all throughout this park. You can actually park underneath there, put your solar blanket out, do whatever you need to do, but I need my solar because I need to charge everything I've got. Oh well, let's have a look right at the end of the park and I'll show you what's down the other end at a little roundabout. Great little camp spot where I could have put my bus. Rightio, duty grewers. At the other end of the park, there's a bit of a turning around circle. Now look, I reckon, it doesn't say you're not allowed to park or camp here, but I reckon you could probably get your van in here. But look, it is a turnaround circle, so look, you just got to watch out for vehicles turning around in here. But you're on tarmac, you've got a bit of like a little picnic area, and you're sitting right near the water. What a great little spot. Right, if you like the Hume Lake at Ludlows Reserve, give us a thumbs up, turn your notifications on so you get the latest free and budget campsites as they come on land. If you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button so you don't lose my channel, and everything is for free. No worries, you have a great weekend and I'll see you on the road.